Friday and Good Morning Waverly.
Good Morning Waverly, I'm Jacqueline Schutte.
And I'm Kelsey Bemis.
A Waverly man has died in a motorcycle crash last Friday morning. 33-year-old Donald Ledesma crashed into a utility pole at Rainbow Drive around 2 in the morning in Waterloo. Police said a witness saw him speeding on his motorcycle when he crashed. He wasn't wearing a helmet. He leaves behind an 8-year-old daughter.
A Wartburg student will no longer be running for mayor, but for a spot on city council. 20-year-old Jacob Martin will be running for a county seat in Ward 3 against current councilman Wes Gade. Martin originally got his required 33 signatures for mayor and later collected 10 more for the council seat. Dwayne Little and Chuck Infelt will still continue in the mayor race. The elections will be held on November 5th.
One Waverly man is planning to open a new church. 40-year-old Eric Bird began his ministry for Riverwood Church last Sunday at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Waverly. The ministry meets once a month at different locations. They are currently working on building their very own place to worship. If you're interested in joining, their next meeting is October 20th in the Waverly Shellrock Middle School at 5 p.m.
It's officially high school football season, and that means fields are full of players sporting their school colors on their uniforms and their helmets.
Those helmets are designed to protect athletes, yet some teenagers are getting life-changing injuries from playing the sports they love.
This is Josh Jacobs, a high school senior. He's a straight A student and wants to be a doctor to help prevent sports injuries.
I had 4 concussions. It scares me a little bit to think maybe my brain might not function as well later on in my life.
A concern expressed by Postville's wrestling coach, a conference All-American from Central College.
I've had 9 concussions. I have a minor brain bleed right now. My ears have been ringing for about a year straight now. I have a brain book because I have a short-term memory loss now, and I'll forget something 30 seconds later, so I just write down what I forget.
All but one of his brain injuries came from sports. As a coach now, he looks out for his players.
It's not a joke at all. You got to monitor it right away. If someone hits their head, even a little bump, and they say that they're just feeling a little bit funny, you better just pull them out, play it safe.
An athlete is allowed to have 3 concussions a year before being pulled from sports. Josh has only had 1 concussion per year, so he technically still could play, but he followed his doctor's advice to not play his very last season of high school football.
It was not an easy decision. It was one of the hardest decisions we had to make. It's still hard every Friday night when we watch the team play because, you know, you want your child to be happy and fulfill his dreams.
And Josh's future? He wants one that's injury-free.
Kids, I think, understand that concussions can be a problem, so they need to be really vocal about communicating that with coaches, because the sooner they can tell you what's going on, the sooner we can fix those things.
Although he will never play high school football again, Josh still goes to practice to support his team and says that sports are still important.
Just that I miss playing, but it's probably worth it.
Of course, we want to see our teams do well in our school, but each individual is more important than getting to state.
Football representative from the Iowa High School Athletic Association who says there are more concussions being diagnosed now than ever before, and that's because coaches and athletes are more aware of them and treating them.
And can you explain a little bit about what medical professionals are saying about concussions?
Yeah, I spoke with an emergency room doctor, and he said that, well, it's important for students to speak up and so their symptoms can be treated and to not be afraid of being taken out of games and not playing.
All right, thank you. This has been your web update for Waverly Newspapers. Thank you for watching.